Nice shot. Hello everybody, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. It's day 54. In just 2 days, the passionate partnership of the Big Brother sweethearts, Paul and Helen, will be torn apart. Ah yes. All these memories are washed away like tears in the rain. And you wonder why they cry. The headlines today. The housemates were told of the result of the nominations at 5:02 p.m. approximately yesterday. It was their final nomination result, and to say they were dreading it was an understatement. This is what happened.
There are 2 people nominated for eviction from the Big Brother house this week. They are in alphabetical order. Helen.
I'm Paul. I'm the only one left.
We know.
We know.
So you're just waiting for the rest, is it?
And Paul.
You knew it was going to be us, didn't we?
Cheers, mate. I knew it was going to be that anyway.
Feeling.
Imagine Friday night now. We knew it was going to be us too. We discussed it last night.
Why am I crying? It's no big deal.
Interesting. Very interesting. As you can see, reactions there from both Dean and Brian. Special eviction news later. Brian especially interesting because he knew he had the casting vote, but what was difficult was the rest of the group knew that as well. Helen and Paul realise they now have only 3 days together after their fumble in the den on Tuesday night. Will the last few days be steamy or frosty? Why don't you take a look at this?
Basically, Paul's just like, whoa,
Floatings down?
too much.
Got a whole thing going on, haven't they?
No, but Paul's just like, regret it, gone too far, want to cool it off, want to see what's happened, doesn't know about the whole Big G thing, reckons it was more 60% her, 40% him.
Just got to wait and see what happens in the real world, because I can't promise anything, do you know what I mean? I mean, you can't.
No, can I?
Because you can't, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but who's not to say you're going to walk out here and see a girl in the audience that is your dream girl?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I know.
We don't know, do we? We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, I've been flirting with you for the last, 9 weeks, so now I don't know what's going to happen. He can honk the honk, but he can't tonk the tonk. Right, Josh?
So true. So true, that. Definitely.
What do you make of that? I think that's slightly unfair.
Saw it coming, didn't you?
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I was there, actually.
Oh, that'd be it then, wouldn't it? Because it hasn't taken off over your life for the last 9 weeks with Paul, has it? OK, now, Josh, we all know that you and Paul didn't always see eye to eye, even though you did have eye-to-eye contact several times. But last night, he revealed exactly what he thought of you through the medium of sleep. Take a look at this.
Interesting.
What are you doing? Smack? What are you actually doing though, Josh? Please explain. Why? Okay, fine. I still don't get it. But anyway.
Smack, Josh, smack. I heard that one. I swear that was fucking cruel now. Smack, Josh, smack. What about Brian? I'm getting quite worried about Paul.
What was he saying to you?
Not sure, really. Was I slag or was he going to smack me, eh?
Who knows?
Let's hope it's not a wet one.
More to be continued on that. I'd like to be joined by Stuart. Hello there, Stuart. How are you? All right. Nice touch of my knee. I like that. OK. Stuart, what have you been up to since we last saw you?
I've been in all sorts, really. I've been working with Anthea Turner, who is fantastic. It's a really fancy Anthea.
What have you been doing with her?
So, I did Taste Today.
What is that?
So it's some food programme.
Is that just you and Anthea just walking around eating loads of food?
It's like, Anthea, is that your role? No, that's mine. Thank you.
Lovely. What are your plans for the future, then?
Plans for the future?
More Anthea action?
Yeah, I'd like to do more presenting TV stuff. I keep getting accosted in the street. I've shared this with you.
By Anthea, or?
No, by people saying, have you noticed how Penny looks like the new Frank Spencer? Keep doing this. Have you not noticed that one? Anyway, moving on.
Today the group completed their 15th task, and that was playground games. Let's take a look at the highlights, or indeed the lowlights.
Take it off, Brian. You're not on the mark.
That person with the whistle, I'm going to smack your head in when I get out.
1, 2, 3. K-I-S-S. Look at Don Miller.
Brian.
I might take you to tea.
Tea or milky?
Bless her, because she's done it. So she's done it.
Or do you think they were just being nice to me?
Okay, I've got to be honest with you, kids. They're supposed to do that in 6 minutes. They failed. They did it in 19 minutes. So I don't know why they're like, shouting about success and stuff like that. And Helen attempted the pogo stick a record, well, maybe a Guinness World Record, 41 times. Now, you both admitted you're competitive people. Would you have liked to do that task?
Yeah, no, lots of it.
Yeah,
I am
that's it.
competitive.
Yeah, definitely.
I am competitive. All right, I bet you. What do you think you'd have been good at within that?
I'd have done the pogo. That's
pogo, hula hoop, something like that. All of them, actually.
Double Dutch skipping.
Yeah, even that, yeah.
Northern hula hoop.
Yeah, have a go, definitely.
We papa girl. Like it. Okay, out of all the tasks you did, which one did you like the most?
The soap. The soap was fantastic. Nasty boy.
Okay. What about you?
See, I like the first aid task because that was like shock. There's a meteor in the garden, off you went.
And what about the, yeah, but it was rubbish meteor, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. It was just like one of the large rocks that was that obscured the jacuzzi
lying around. Sorry.
And what about the least?
It's got to be the fire task. Fire task was just arduous, but it was a good task, but a bad task.
Okay, now then, well, we're giving you the chance to have another head-to-head. We want you to see if you can do any better than your housemates did this afternoon. Would you please put your helmets on? You've got your protective garments on. We appreciate that. 3 rounds here, guys. The first one is quite simply hula hoop. Let's see the hula hoops roll in now. Nice work.
Cheers, guys.
Seamless and faultless as always.
I'm ready.
Lovely. Okay, guys, quite simply, whoever can keep the hula hoop up the most. Ready, steady, go.
Oh, look.
Sure, man. Absolutely rubbish. Okay, Josh wins. Yeah, you're such a bully.
I know.
Okay, next up we have, no, not yet until I say space hoppers, okay? To the end and back again. On your marks, get set, go. Stuart, you fucking got to cheat. Oh, Stuart, you're cheating. And Josh still wins. Okay, and back here. Lastly,
You
which
rotten
you're gonna love.
scoundrel.
Lastly, which you're gonna love. Sit down by me. Lastly, you're gonna love it. Test of tans, okay? Okay, let's take a look. Strap this off. Lovely. Lovely, okay, here we go. Very close run thing, but I have to say, it may even be Saint-Tropez, but give it up for Stuart there, okay. However, consolation prize, Stuart, because Josh actually wins. Congratulations, there's your little certificate for you, okay. Okay, well indeed, after that bombshell, our talking point for today quite simply is task, which you love, which you loathe, 0870 901 9070, 0870 901 9070, to help you decide. Here's a task-tastic selection of our finest moments so far. Here we go. Go!
Mince up all the previous housemates, that's right. Push Penny in further.
Now, Penny, I've told you before, okay?
It's not your fault.
No, it's not that important.
Really, isn't it?
The answer is 25.
Okay, here I am now in the camera run. That's a quite swift reposition, to say the least. And I have to be really, really quiet here. Okay, as I'm sure you're well aware, 32 cameras around here, 5 cameras are manned. This is the area between the mirrors and indeed the areas between the mirrors and the outer perimeter. You can't see me for the simple reason we have to keep these up, because if there's any form of reflection, and if I can see myself in here, then the housemates can see me in here. Okay, now then, over the last few weeks, you, the very discerning Big Brother's Little Brother viewer, have made us aware of a number of email campaigns, claims ranging from one of the housemates being a transsexual to the accusations of vote rigging. Paranoia is rife, ladies and gentlemen, but recently we received something we thought we should bring to your attention. I've got this email here from Jackie from Bristol. During the late night coverage of E4 last night, a ghostly figure was seen lurking into the girl's bedroom. It was standing motionless, no, not Paul. It was standing motionless against the wall opposite the foot of Betty's bed as she slept, I might add, in a rather menacing way. I'm just thankful it wasn't in the boys' room for Brian's sake. Okay, now, here's a shot of what some of you thought was indeed that eerie presence. Okay, we can see it right there. Now we're going to get first-hand information here with one of our cameramen, who I believe is called Russell. Hello there.
Hiya, how you doing?
How are you? All right, okay. Now, what do you make of this ghostly figure in the photograph?
It's all a bit freaky, isn't it? I think it's real, though.
You do think it's real?
Yeah, it looks real to me.
Well, I mean, do you get scared late at night when you're working here?
When you're on your own, you do. It's all dark, it's not very nice, but it's not too bad.
Now, we're well aware the house smells badly, but is it haunted?
I don't think so, no.
I mean, with that in mind, even though you say it's not haunted, I mean, what do you make of these accusations? I mean, accusations, have you ever seen a ghost?
I haven't seen a ghost here, no, ever.
What about Helen's dressing gown? Have you seen that?
Helen's dressing gown?
Yes, indeed.
No.
Have reports about Helen's dressing gown sightings been greatly exaggerated, in your opinion?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Russell, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to your work. We do appreciate that. Ghostly apparition or yet to be washed leopard print nightwear. Quite simply, we're going to let you decide. After the break, we're joined by You've Been Framed host Lisa Riley, however, not Dean, Helen or Paul. And we'll be telling you exactly how next week's evictions, yes, you heard me, evictions are going to work. We'll see you in a minute. Welcome back to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're all very well. It's day 55. Normally someone would be here to throw the microphone in, so hey there. Let's have a gallery update now, really weirdly with my boss. Eesh, it feels icky. Okay.
Don't mess it up.
Phil Leggett-Jones, how you doing? All right?
I'm fine, thanks, Dermot.
That's a caustic wit I rarely see. Now, either Paul or Helen are going to be evicted on Friday, but there's going to be 4 people in there, so what's going to happen?
Well, how does that work? Well, on the last night, we've got a surplus, basically. So what we're going to do next week is we're going to throw somebody out on Thursday. Either Helen or Paul, Elizabeth, Dean or Brian will be leaving on Thursday. What's going to happen on Friday, we'll evict either Helen or Paul. Then we'll open the voting to the public, and from then on that Friday night, they'll be voting for the person who wins.
However, on Thursday, the public then ring in to evict someone on Thursday night?
No, they're voting for people to win all week. The person with the least amount of votes on the Thursday will go. And the beauty of it is that the housemates don't know it yet.
Yes, Dr. Frankenstein.
I just love to evict people.
And then what's going to happen on the last day? Like you said, those votes are going to carry over, are they?
Yes, no, people can keep voting. So obviously one person will be chucked out. If they voted for that person, they just can transfer the vote to somebody else. There'll be 3 people left on the Friday. There'll be 2 hour-long spectacular shows with lots of surprises in them. And you can just keep voting for who you want to win the programme.
Okay, and what's been going on in the house today from what you've seen? I know you're a very busy man.
I'm a very busy man. Well, Paul and Helen, obviously, there's still the tension there. We thought it was cooling off a little bit. We thought Paul was backing off a little bit. But he's been convincing her that he not only sleep talks, he also sleepwalks. So they've been doing a lot of sleepwalking practice today, because I think they're going to play an amusing gag on the rest of the housemates. I can sort of see it coming. And he's been convincing her he can sleep talk, and I think they ended up in bed together, although that's unconfirmed as yet.
Yes, indeed.
It's confirmed.
Okay, and what about any other news? I mean, is it just all about those 2 at the moment?
Well, no, they all got some henna tattoos today.
Ugh!
Yeah, I know. Well, they got instructions not to do it on their face, so cue spider's web on Paul within the next 3 hours, I imagine. But whatever he does, it'll be blinding. Whatever Helen does, it'll be lush, I imagine.
Phil, thank you very much. One word of warning out there: if you want to get tattoos, make sure you get real ones. Thanks, Phil. Moving on.
Bye.
In a minute, we'll be joined by Lisa Riley, but first, let's take a look at some hilarious gaffes and japes that have taken place in the house so far. Take a look.
Gee.
Vomit, you are.
Hang on, you want it back on? 2, 3.
Oh!
Yeah.
I don't know. Because if you can...
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Both contractually and morally obliged, by the way, to say tattoos not big, not clever, and they hurt lots. I'd like to jump on Lisa Riley. Hello.
Hello, darling.
How are you? All right?
Very well, thank you.
Excellent stuff. You're the clip mistress.
Yes. Be careful.
Said the clip mistress. What's been your favourite so far?
Oh, absolutely. It was Brian the other night when he was doing that old Big Brother Had a Farm. It was absolutely hilarious.
It was good, wasn't it?
It was really clever and it was so spur of the moment. I thought it was great.
What else? I mean, I love the bubble fall,
Yeah,
even though I
Bubble
felt very
Fall.
bad about
Oh,
that.
it was brilliant, and that would ultimately win 250 quid on my show.
I was going to ask,
Yeah.
which of them would pocket the 250?
Without a shadow of a doubt, that one. Because, I mean, well, no, because on our show, no one really hurts himself. I mean, he did hurt himself. But, I mean, him in the kitchen, he's not very good, is he? Paul in the kitchen at all. So maybe he would have got in, you know, as well, dropping all his food.
Now then, as a proud Big Brother addict, is there anything that we've missed that you've picked up on?
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe it's me, but I think every time Brian goes in the diary room, he never looks at the camera. He's quite sheepish. If you watch his mannerisms, do you know what I mean? I like to like, analyse people, and I have analysed that, and he never looks in the camera.
Why is that, do you reckon?
I don't know. I think he is nervous, and he's getting more and more nervous, and you can see that definitely as the you know the big D-Day is happening. You know and he's getting more and more nervous. I think you see that more now, but he never looks at the camera.
That's in direct contrast to
Yeah.
Helen, who always just seems to go like that.
Yeah, it's like that, and she's right on the edge of a seat like that, going, yeah. And I'll tell you, she's very.
Now, if you could talk to any of them in there, if we were just going
Yeah.
to give you the opportunity to go in the old Big Brother diary room there
Yeah.
and just say, who, you know, someone come in and want to talk to you, who would it be and why?
Oh, I'd love to speak to Helen. I'd say, Helen, I'm going to let you have my Gucci shoes. Definitely. She can have my Gucci shoes and my handbag any day.
Give
I
her
love
250 for the clips. I love that.
Yeah.
And who else?
Well, I miss Bubble something terrible. I mean, Bill's not in it now, but I do miss him, and I quite fancy him. I know.
Do you?
Yes, I do. Can I say that? Because I do actually fancy Bubble. He's the most fantastic bloke. Because girls, right, as much as we always say this, girls like wide boys, right? And he's a wide boy, but he's got a heart of gold because he's so devoted to his little girl. So, Bubble, if you're out there, I'm free.
Okay. Now, are you free?
I am, actually.
We could have a Big Brother's Little Brother wedding.
Ah.
Or at
Can
least
you
just
see
like-
me with him, that lovely cockney?
Yeah, could have. Or at least a little date or something. You might
Yeah.
or vice versa. I don't know. Okay, and out of the 4 left in there, who'd you be voting out on Thursday?
Oh, Elizabeth, without a shadow of a doubt.
And why Elizabeth?
Because-
the much maligned Elizabeth. Everyone...
Because she's a woman hater. She hates women, right?
All of them?
No, she hates women in the house. She wants to win, and she wants to be the only woman left in there. And that jumper's driving me bonkers.
Okay.
As the nation.
Why do you think she hates women?
Because she's playing a game, and she's playing it deviously, in my opinion. I think so. Sorry, darling.
It's all right.
I think so. I think she's playing it deviously to win, and I want her out.
Okay. And in light of the fact that 2 ex-housemates are
Yes.
here, if you but you obviously expressed your intentions for Bubble. If there's one housemate that could go back in there, who would it be?
I'd say Bubble, but I kind of liked Amma because I love the kind of, because I watch it late night. I turn on at like 9 o'clock and watch it and go to sleep with it. So I love that kind of Amma and Bubble because they were always like last man standing, and I like them two together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a Twilight girl, aren't you?
I am.
Okay. Now, would you ever do the old Celebrity Big Brother?
I don't think Britain's ready for my bottom just yet. We don't want to lose viewers, do we?
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Well, no. No, I don't think so.
Just more of you to love, honey.
Thank you, baby.
Okay, and which task have you enjoyed watching the most?
Ultimately, the soap opera, because of, you know, Mandy Dingle and everything. Yeah, it was really good, and it's lovely to see how they interacted with everyone, you know, and how they perceived us as soap people, how we work. It was really exciting to see how they perceived us.
As an actress, who do you think's best?
Brian. Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
Do you think it'd be a part in Emmerdale for Brian when he comes out?
Yeah, Mandy Dingle's long-lost Irish cousin or something.
I like that, yeah.
let him come in.
Okay, guys, the talking point today, Josh and Stuart come in there.
Tasks.
Which did you love? Which did you load?
Didn't stroke me like that.
A lot of loving going on.
Oh, you can have one.
We should have Alex, Northern Ireland, on the line. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
How are you?
Josh, Stuart, Lisa.
Hello.
Hey, Dermot.
Hello.
Yeah, that's
You're
all
my
right.
favourite.
Someone's actually happy to speak to me. Okay, which task did you love? Which task did you
today's
load?
absolutely fantastic.
Why?
Why? Well, with some practicing yesterday all day, Dean and Betty analysed everything. I mean, today, Helen, star, fantastic. I bounced around the room everywhere. Me and my 5 kids all bounced around the room, cheering her on.
Shame they didn't make it, though, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's a shame they didn't make it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but not to worry. Sure, it's all fun. It's the last week for them all together there. So,
Bless you, Alex. Thank you very much.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Okay, cool. What's been your favourite moment so far, Alex? As a whole.
Pardon?
What's been your favourite moment so far?
Favourite moment, Brian and Norinda doing the silent movie to Spanish music.
Very nice. Very strong.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, Alex. You've been a
Okay,
dime.
can I have everybody's autograph?
What, everyone there? Not a problem.
You are fantastic.
Okay, thanks a lot, Alex. God bless. See ya. Next up is Derek.
Hiya.
How you doing? All right?
I'm fine. Hiya, Josh. Hi, Stuart.
Hiya.
Hi,
Derek.
Lisa.
Hello.
Okay, tasks. Which did you love? Which did you loathe?
Well, actually, I loved the dance task. That was brilliant, especially with Bobble and Brian doing the waltz. And then when we were all fast asleep, and you had Helen and Elizabeth fast asleep, and then all of a sudden the music playing, rushing around, and there's Elizabeth still trying to get dressed while they're doing the disco routine. And of course, Josh and Helen doing their hard house.
It was indeed, because it was from 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. in the morning to 2 a.m. in the evening, wasn't it? That must have been like a real quite a drain.
It was, and it's actually me that failed the
I
one.
know, yeah. Because you ran back inside to get your top, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to. I was just pulling it down for some reason.
Did you choose Hard House?
It was great though how Helen always dived up though, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
Helen
She was
loved it.
always first one there. She's like,
She
I'm a dancer.
absolutely loved
yeah,
it.
it was great.
She rose to the top on that one,
love
definitely.
Okay, Armin from Manchester. Hello, Armin.
Hi, Dermot.
How you doing? All right?
I'm fine, how are you?
Lovely. I'm flying, thanks. Which did you love? Which did you loathe?
I absolutely hated when they had to crush grapes and make wine.
That made me sick, man. I don't blame you. It's disgusting.
That was absolutely
It was the Rukas and all that
disgusting.
one.
I mean, Amma said to Norinda, whose smelly shoes are these? And I think it was Brian's, and he crushed all the grapes as well.
It was just, the thing that kind of freaked me out about it was just kind of like, horrible. I mean, I'm not a big feet fan. I've got blue collar feet, old Nile Italians, do you know what I mean? But they were, I mean, it was just a night. It was just made me feel ill.
We all thought we had to drink it as well. Drink that
Oh
juice.
yeah, that was disgusting.
You actually was that?
No, we did, and they drank the juice. It's horrible.
Who did?
They all did, apart from me. I was in there because it was horrible juice.
Okay, thank you very much, Sean. And we should have Gillian from Harrogate.
Hi.
Hi, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's fine, thanks, Dermot.
Top stuff. Okay. Which tasks do you like? Which tasks did you
Well,
like?
the tasks that I liked the best were the ones where everybody was involved in, with the dancing and the drum assault course. And the ones that I really hated were the ones like the world records and the fire challenge and Paddy, where Dean, Brian and Paul seemed to stay in bed every time Paddy came into the house.
No. Josh, you got a little bit of a secret there. You weren't a big fan.
I was cute dog, but he's a little bit greedy. Sorry, out there.
You acted charlatan. I can't believe
No,
you did
he wouldn't
that.
do anything. He wanted loving, but he had to keep feeding him to get love. It wasn't that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gillian, thank you very much. Stuart, thanks. Josh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. On tomorrow's show, I'm getting the chance to be Big Brother. I'm so excited about that. Also, we've got Helen and Paul's family here for a chat. Who knows, a bit of a fight. Maybe they could kiss and make up. We'll see you tomorrow at 7. Take care, God bless. Bye. You don't have to miss a thing. E4 has live coverage from the Big Brother house coming up next. There may be some strong language.